guys, welcome to Tedi Unscripted After Hours with one of the people who has absolutely changed my life, changed everything I have done, Miss Tracy McDonough of Healing Moments.
Thank you, so happy to be here.
I am so excited to have Tracy here. I've talked about you on the show so much, and now I'm so excited to have everyone hear what you do straight from the horse's mouth. And first, I want to, if it's okay with you, I want to talk about the first time you helped me so much. I talked about it the other week. I was having panic attack after panic attack, and I could not figure out what was wrong. And Dawn and Freddie at AMP2 said, "Oh my God, go to Tracy. Just get out, go to Tracy. We can't deal with you. Go." And you immediately were just like, "Yeah, you're messed up."
Yeah. Well, you came in, and when I tried to talk to you, you couldn't understand what I was saying, and you couldn't respond. So, major panic attack.
And can you talk about the bed and everything that you did? That because it's all. I just like it. I'm just happy with the results.
Well, I think the first thing, and one of the most important things in all the modalities I do is calming the nervous system. I say it all the time. I could give you a beautiful massage, and you might feel amazing, and 10 minutes later you walk out, and if your nervous system isn't calm, it's not going to last. So I work with frequencies and devices that deliver frequencies in order to kind of rebalance the nervous system a little bit, and that's what we did with you. Now, the device I put you on wasn't developed for that purpose, but it works beautifully for that purpose.
It's my favorite thing, and every time now I come back to I'm like, can I do the sound bed? It's the best. It really takes you through a whole just kind of journey and transcendence of everything.
I
love it.
So it's vibroacoustic therapy. So what is it? That's music that has frequencies. Everything in the world has a frequency. I work with frequencies from 30 hertz all the way up to 950 hertz, right? So real deep, dense physical up to higher connection to higher power. And so you're listening to music and frequencies, and so your brain hears the frequency as music, and then the bed picks up the frequency and vibrates at the same frequency. So now your body is feeling the frequency as vibration, which creates this entrainment between the brain and the body. And we're always in this fight or flight state, especially that day with you. And so it automatically starts to take you down into a more meditative state, which is then, of course, the hard drive directs the body to also relaxing.
Which is just one of the amazing things that you do at Healing Moments. But I wanted to bring it up because that is something that I personally have experienced. And I've told you before, it's one of those things that I listen to the science, I try to understand science, but until you actually do it, there's always that little bit of like, okay, like all right, and then you do it, and then you're oh no, I should have listened. This is very powerful and very helpful with everything, and that's only one, like I said, of the. God knows how many things you do at Healing Moments.
But it's a good thing to start with, because really everything I do is about frequencies. Everything I do is about entraining, right? Entraining my energy with your energy, and then being able to calm people's energy. And it's all science. It's been around for thousands of years. Ultrasound is vibroacoustic therapy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What is it? It's vibration and sound waves that move through the body, right? And sometimes it gives you a picture, and sometimes it delivers healing in a modality that's just another way.
God, I never knew that. That's so weird. That's so cool.
So the pyramids were built for vibroacoustics. When you walk into pyramids, they're built in a way that creates a vibroacoustic sound. So they say that people used to go into the pyramids to heal.
That is so cool, and also terrifying. You would go into the tomb of a dead person and be like, healing.
Well, maybe if they were dead people in that one they wouldn't go into, but I've heard, I've only heard, like I don't know for a fact, but vibroacoustic therapy, energy medicine itself goes back thousands and thousands of years. The Chinese have been practicing energy medicine. Essential oils, it's all about frequencies, right? The frequencies, every plant has a frequency, every essential oil, every medicine that comes comes from a plant has a certain frequency that's going to treat a condition in your body that has a certain frequency.
And you were saying that your frequency, it relates to what your mood or how your body is functioning, because people always say raise your frequency.
Right. So I think I have a chart. You know, our cells are really just like little cell batteries, right? And we are supposed to vibrate at 70 millivolts, right?
It's a full battery. For anyone on radio who can't hear, it's a picture of like a full iPhone battery.
So as the frequencies go down in the body, as the millivolts go down in the battery, right? It doesn't work as well. It's the same as our body. So people that get very, very sick, those frequencies and vibrations in their body are very low. So delivering some kind of low, like a PMF device, like some of the ones that I have, delivering a low level frequency helps to wake the body up, rebalance the body so that it can do what it wants to do, which is heal itself.
Awesome. I love that. And I love that there's the sauna, which I know you just got a new sauna.
I did.
Tell me all about that, because I'm so excited.
All right, so I have full spectrum infrared sauna. Lots of benefits to infrared sauna. One of the benefits that I like the most is the detoxification, right? Because the more toxic we are, the more chances we are of getting sick. So pain relief, detoxification, relaxation, right? Because it's all the waves of the sun moving through our body. Anti-aging, right? The near infrared is very anti-aging, cell regenerating for the body. But I also have medical chromotherapy. So chromotherapy, which is again frequencies, different colors have different frequencies that affect the body in a different way, right? And even when I'm doing energy work like chakra balancing, right? We're working on the root chakra, which is a red vortex of light. We're eating tomatoes because they're red. We're doing red light therapy because it's red. We're wearing red clothes to help rebalance that chakra and help ground us, because being grounded in our peace, especially today, is majorly important for our own health and our own sanity.
That's insane. I didn't know you can just, it works that way literally with all the colors that you're ingesting, wearing, being around.
Yeah, and same thing with music, like the heart chakra. The sound of the heart chakra is the note F in the G clef. So when you hear a sound bowl for the heart chakra, it's the F note.
That's how, wow. I feel so dumb that I was really wondering, I was like, how do they know what sound bowl is for what chakra? And you do the signature massages where you do the sound bowls and the, oh my God, and Reiki and the hot stone massage, which I'm excited to try one day.
So my signature massage is my favorite. I've been doing massage therapy and energy healing for 26 years. And so my signature massage starts out as a really yummy warm massage. The table's warm, there's heat on your back, I'm using hot stones, and then I tune in. I pray in all your guides. I always pray over people before I work. I want to create a connection between us. And then it's whatever comes to me that you need. Are you calling in Reiki energy healing? Are you calling in quantum touch, which is another energy healing for pain? Are you calling in sound bowls or crystals or guided meditation? Maybe I'm feeling that you're not relaxing, so I'm going to start guiding you through a little bit of a meditation. I never know. So it's so fun because you could come several times and have a different massage every time.
Which it's like a little surprise box.
And it's fun for me because I really get into a healing zone. I'm not really thinking, I'm really just channeling.
Yeah. And how did you get started in this? You say you've been doing it for over 20 years. I mean, what got you on this path?
So interesting. I was in the nightclub business and I got hit by a man who had a heart attack on the turnpike. Hit me head on doing 80 miles an hour, shattered every bone in my foot. The one thing I needed in order to go to work was to have my feet.
That's necessary.
Yeah. So for a month I was laid up with my foot up in the air. I wasn't able to put my foot down. And I had friends that were Reiki healers and they started working on me. And then I started having massages because I was laying on a couch for a month. And then I had to continue to be in the cast for a few months. So I went to school for massage therapy and I got certified in Reiki because I was bored and I needed stuff to do. And it was really interesting to me that it was was actually working, and my doctors were going, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. I love the fact that you were like, I was in a cast and I was bored, so I just got certified in massage and Reiki healing.
Well, you got to remember, so I raised a lot of kids, and I was working 15 hours a day in the nightclub business, and now I'm home.
Yeah.
And I believe everything happens for a reason. I really believe that I was too busy in life, and that was a big message to slow down and get introduced to myself. Because I really lived out here, I didn't live in here, and there was so much about myself that I didn't know. I started meditating, I started learning things, I started finding out things that I knew that I didn't even know I knew.
That's awesome. And it's one of those things that hearing your story and knowing you as a person for so long, and knowing that when you're having a stressful day and someone says, "Oh, it's okay, Tracy's coming," it's just it's a sigh of relief. Even before the show, we were in the other room and I was starting to get stressed out from things that were happening. And it is a very, besides your place, you yourself are a very calming person. And it's very nice to have that rock and to have someone that I know you've been doing this forever. I know that you know the science, you're literally studying. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a book in front of her that she's studying right now. And you've got the new brain tap machine that I'm excited to help you figure out.
Yes.
So could we talk about that a little bit, the cocoon experience?
Yeah, you know what, I'm not as educated about it yet, so I want to tread lightly because I don't know all about the science. I've experienced brain tap before. The company that I do the vibroacoustic sound bed with took on brain tap as one of their products because you're laying on the bed now, you're listening to music through the brain tap, and there's blue photon lights moving through your eyes and your ears, which creates some kind of response in the brain, which is very, very relaxing. It's basically like biohacking the brain in order to create this relaxation response, which again, the brain talks to the body, right? And so, but we call it the cocoon experience, and I'm going to get Craig on the show to talk to us about it because he can talk a lot more. I got it, I haven't even put it in yet.
It's really important that you say, I'm still learning about it, and I'm not as educated because it shows that you're not just out here, spewing nonsense. It's, yes, I'm really doing my research and I want to give correct information.
Yeah, and everything I do, everything I have in my center is something that I've used first before I've introduced it to my clients. There isn't anything in there that I haven't bought for myself, used for myself, and studied for myself, so that when I do talk about it, I can make sense. I work with a lot of doctors, and they appreciate the fact that I can talk about the science of how essential oils work, or sound therapy works. They appreciate that because I really truly believe that it does work. There is a science behind it, and I want to be able to explain it to people because this planet has given us everything we need to heal. We are human beings that were born on a planet we're connected to. We're supposed to be on this planet. The planet gives us hertz itself. The planet delivers 8 hertz to us in Schumann resonance. When we're not on the planet, we know with astronauts, they start to break down at a cellular level because they're further away from the electromagnetic fields that we get delivered to us from the air.
That's terrifying. That's so scary. And we're talking about what you have here with your speaker and the CDs and everything.
So I work with a lot of different companies. Good Vibrations is one company. They create music with frequencies, and they've just developed a little speaker just as a delivery system. And a lot of people love the sound bed experience, but can't actually buy a sound bed for themselves. Some people do. I won't play it really loud because I know it'll interfere, but it doesn't only deliver music and frequency, but you can actually put it on your body. It vibrates. And you can actually massage yourself with it. You can, if you have a little anxiety, you can play a track for anxiety. You can put it on your body, which now creates an interruption in the nervous system response.
Yeah.
Because it's actually vibrating.
Oh, that's so weird. It really, it's like
sore, like Dawn gets on her neck, and she can put it on her neck, and it'll vibrate. We can do frequencies for pain.
That's so cool.
So I work with a lot of kids, and a lot of their parents will buy speakers. What I like about these, especially at night, a lot of people listen to meditation apps when they go to sleep. The thing is, your Bluetooth music, which means your phone has to be on, or your computer has to be on. And I work a lot with EMF protection as well. And it's very damaging to the body. What I love about this is that they're loaded with an SD card that has all the music.
Oh.
So you don't have to have your phone on, you don't have to have your computer on, the music is in it. You can. It's also a powerful speaker, you can Bluetooth anything through this.
Just meditate.
I just don't like it when people Bluetooth at night.
No, that's smart, and it has been something that since you told me about it, I've been reading up on the 5G and what is it called, the EMF waves and everything that happen, and exactly like you told me is obviously what it is, that you're always at such, as I continually am, a stressed out state. And that's crazy that you could just do that without any type of electronics near you.
Yeah, EMFs are very damaging to our body. And everybody knows it. People want to ignore it because obviously we have to live, right? We have to use phones, we have to use computers. But there are things that we can do to interrupt the signals that will affect our body. That's another thing I do. I work with a company called Blue Shield. Their devices give off scalar waves, which are actually natural waves. And they're more powerful than EMF, so our bodies are always on alert, right? EMF waves are one frequency all the time hitting our nervous system, and what happens is we get sick through layers, right? Energy first, psychologically, emotionally, and physically, right? So that's what when they say stress kills, stress isn't anything physical that's going to come after you. Stress is an energetic thing. And it eventually will manifest into a physical disease. So and EMFs are constantly hitting our nervous system, which eventually gets so upset that it starts to affect the cells in our body and create disease. So anything that I can do to help heal the mind, body, spirit, because my center is really a mind, body, spirit center. I'm a clinical social worker. I've been doing massage and energy healing for 26 years. I really want to combine that whole the whole spectrum of healing so that, again, the planet's given us everything we need. You just have to learn how to use the tools.
And what better way to learn it than from someone who's been doing it for so long, who knows what they're doing, and you have a dietitian certificate. You have literally everything you could need to help yourself stay in alignment, stay healthy.
Yeah. And I don't do everything. I have education in a lot of things. There are certain things that I absolutely do, and I love to have other people that I work with that, like, I don't really do nutrition. I do health coaching, but I don't really do nutrition on a big scale. I'll give you some ideas. I think everybody should take turmeric. There's 5,000 clinical studies behind turmeric for inflammation. Although if you have a blood thinning issue, it might not be the best thing for you. So I don't have a lot of time to go into a big expansion on nutrition with people. I give them some hints and then I refer them to someone else. But the hands-on work, and I'm a certified vibroacoustic sound therapist, so the sound bed work for me is important. Massage therapy for me is important. Energy healing and talk therapy. I like to teach people how to do tapping and teach people how to meditate. And in the health coaching is when I really, I don't really do therapy, but I do a lot of coaching work, and I give people tools that they can use on their own to start to change their life a little bit.
Which is extremely helpful because it's not, here, have fun, go be crazy again, and then come see me in 3 months. It is, and you've taught me tapping, and I have used that, and it is actually very helpful for me. Yeah. I know you got the meditation cushions, which are super cool.
Yeah, same thing as the vibroacoustic bed in a meditation cushion, and the way they've developed it is with sacred geometry. So you're actually in meditation in a cushion. If you're an avid meditator, you might sit in a meditative pose, so you're sitting in this cushion. The vibration is coming up. You're listening to the music in your ears. The cushion's cool. Vibrating. So you don't have to come and lay down on the couch.
Yeah. Just, although, again, it's my favorite part. Just laying there and just getting to take like the coolest nap ever. And then coming out like a whole new person. Yeah.
And there's so much science behind it. And some of the benefits are lowering blood pressure, reducing anxiety. It's vibrating every cell in your body, so now your body's starting to dump toxins, so it helps to release toxins. It increases circulation. We've had a lot of, some of the therapists I know work with Parkinson's. There's a lot of benefits for people with Parkinson's. Alzheimer's, it's music therapy. There's a lot of benefit with that. It improves people's sleep. I get people all the time that will just call me the next day and say, I can't believe how good I slept in just one session.
It is. It's incredible. And you feel kind of, like I said, you're a really new person afterwards. Yeah. You're just everything, all of a sudden you see crystal clear, everything makes sense, or at least for me. Just like, oh, perfect. And it can do so much more too. I know you talked about how there's depression frequencies that can help bring you up.
Right, so I have short tracks. Biharmonics is another company that does music with frequencies, and like we have a track, depression versus inner peace. So thinking it basically starts in your brain as the frequency of depression and drawing your brain into inner peace. They're really short tracks. There's tracks for bone regeneration and neuromuscular repair, and then there's tracks like energy healing or guided meditations. You can basically listen to anything you want on the sound bed. In my center, I just like it to be therapeutically relevant. My nephew will come in and play some hard rock, and his body basically becomes the speaker, and that's what they go to those crazy concerts for.
That's insane.
Yeah, so you can listen to anything you want. But.
Yeah, I like the healing one though. I like that little bit of meditation you get from it. I like that you can get out of your headspace for whatever's happening. It's very...
Yeah,
nice.
We have frequencies for releasing grief and trauma. We have frequencies for viruses and colds, frequencies for hormone balancing. We have frequencies for cancer, for people that are going through things like cancer. So, yeah, it's very powerful.
And you have, a salt booth? I'm just saying, we haven't even gotten to, this is still the tip of the iceberg of what you do. This is just, naming things in your center.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a pop-up salt booth. That's not really a service I'm providing. I actually bought it for myself because I really like salt and I don't have time to go out. But I have a couple of friends or really close clients that will come in, and it's a 10-minute thing. I have a physical vascular therapy device called Bemer Therapy. Bemer's a class 2 medical device. It's approved for increased circulation to the muscle and reduction of pain. So the the NFL alumni organization has taken it on as kind of like a spokes group for it because it's so reparative to some of their athletes. Life.bemergroup.com, you can see all the athletes that use it and talk about it and why. Yeah, so it's I just started working out again, and it's really benefited me because I think it's helping to release the lactic acid. So I thought I was going to be really sore after the first day. I didn't think I would be able to open my arm, and helped.
Killing it with working out though. See, not in Kangen Water, you're good to go.
I have Kangen Water, which is a medical water device out of Japan. Bemer is a medical device out of Liechtenstein.
That's insane. Go Europe.
I have salts all through my place. I have a beautiful salt tower that has 160 pounds of Himalayan salt with an infrared light inside. So it gets to be very hot, which activates the salt. So it becomes also therapeutically relevant.
That's awesome. And before we go, we have a couple minutes. Can you tell people where to find your place, how they can find you?
Sure. So it's Healing Moments. And it's in Boca Raton, Florida, 3200 North Federal Highway. You can find me on Facebook. I do have an Instagram. I don't have a lot of time to get on there, but I have some people working on it. Teddy. People may be working on it for me. The number is 561-931-2187. Feel free to call, Facebook me. Yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions. I've talked to 3 people this week out of state about different modalities that they might be able to include in their services, which is fun.
Which it's awesome that you really do have a network and you have systems that can work together with others, like you said, with doctors, with other therapists, with anyone, because anyone can benefit from these.
Well, I'm a post-surgery specialist for plastic surgeons. I spent 10 years in a plastic surgery center doing liposuction, post-breast aug, tummy tucks. I even have doctors I work with that do mastectomy reconstruction, so I work with some cancer patients. I have a few orthopedics, and these modalities are great across the board.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, please be sure to check out Healing Moments because, again, it has absolutely changed my life. Tracy's an amazing human being who
I love you too.
Everyone can benefit from. Who doesn't want to meditate a little bit? Who doesn't want to feel calmer and more in tune with everything?
Yeah, I think
never a bad
I think
sign.
my biggest service is love and compassion. I just love people, and I just want people to feel better. It doesn't really matter what we do. It's really just come, spend a little time, and then we can figure out together what it is we need to do.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much. Be sure to find us next week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.